JoJo, so my girl broke into his place. His chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting gone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Herbert on third down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Herbert off of play action. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Mike Williams with career touchdown number 70. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On third down, it's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys at 7-8 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Prescott yet again. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's May. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To the air again, Herbert. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 41, Herbert trying to lay one up deep. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Naylor, 41 yards. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 66 yards. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, it's Herbert being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive. At the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And that will be incomplete.
So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the
touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here. Back at the 21-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the... Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Neville Gallimore in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Herbert now. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Point after, right down down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Dak.
Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Prescott.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make it.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chargers, they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go.